welcome to It's Fate, a fantasy novel recap podcast where two friends dive in to discuss your favorite fantasy reads. I'm Katie.
And I'm Morgan, and today we are covering Reckless by Lauren Roberts.
Dun, dun, dun.
The latest release, I think it just came out in April of this year.
I think so too. Yeah. And I love how I kept calling it Ruthless.
And we were like, yeah, it's ruthless.
My brain was still on Xaden. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, just his ruthlessness.
It's just ruthlessness.
Yeah.
And hot take, I think Kai's pretty ruthless as well.
I agree. And so is Peyton.
Yeah.
So it made sense.
It did. I like my title better than Reckless.
I think the recklessness has to do with their love.
Oh, yeah.
It's like their reckless love. Like, it's like very reckless for them to.
Peyton is more reckless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kai, too. They both have so much to lose.
Yeah.
Literally, like their lives.
Like everything?
Everything. Literally everything. Yes. So we're wearing yellow.
Because they mentioned that ugly yellow skirt a million times.
So many times. And I don't know about you, but I had such a hard time picturing what was happening there with the chain, but somehow the skirt, like the chain would be wrapped around her leg.
Yeah.
And the skirt would somehow be covering the chain.
Yes.
And they stood side by side, yet they could also like run through alleyways together.
Mm-hmm. It's a magic skirt.
It's a magic skirt.
I couldn't picture it either.
Yeah.
It
no
was
idea.
Too much.
I do have a non-bookish update.
Oh, okay.
I got my acrylics taken off.
My
My nails are naked.
I haven't seen your nails naked
It's
in
been
a long
almost 2
time.
years. Yeah.
Why? What was the decision? For that?
Money a little bit. It's just like everything is so expensive, right? But also I was feeling stressed every time I had to make an appointment. It just wasn't like bringing me joy, and then me also thinking like, this is really expensive.
How long would your
Only 45 minutes.
Oh, that's nice.
But still working, having my toddler. So then the days that I'm home, I'm either watching my son or it's like family time, which I don't mind missing out on family time sometimes, or like going during his nap, but it always just felt like, I don't know, it just wasn't making me happy anymore.
Serving,
and so
yeah.
why am I going to spend $50 a month when it's not
out.
to stress out? So
Yeah.
I did do, the listeners cannot see my toes because you have to pay for that. I'm just kidding. Cut that out. Cut that out. I'm just kidding. You don't have to.
Someone did comment on the episode 2 of our YouTube where I was like, oh, my ankle. And they said, cute feet.
When we first started recording, we were recording on Katie's guest bed, which honestly, like, it was cute. But our backs were just dying.
No.
But our feet would sometimes show in Katie's. Yeah. But anyway, I did my own gel pedicure because I have a little UV light and it turned out really good. So I'm like, maybe I'll try my own nails.
My cousin's girlfriend does that all the time.
I love that.
She started doing even like her fingernails during COVID.
Mm-hmm. My sister decided her new hobby, we're both hobby hoppers, is going to be buying basically like the acrylic nails, but painting them and like designing them herself and then using gel to put them on.
Cute.
I know.
I feel like
a lot
you
of time. But
would be good at that.
thank you. I think I would too. But it sounds like it takes too much time.
That is so tedious.
Mm-hmm.
I was making some bracelets, Taylor, when I was going on my Eras tour.
Yes. Your Eras tour?
My Eras tour. I mean,
yeah.
Absolutely. It was for me.
Absolutely.
She went on tour for me.
Exactly.
But I can't do that. It's too tedious. And I had the little beads, which are really cute.
Yeah.
But
It's fun for like a night.
yeah.
And then you're like, okay, I can't do this every time. Yeah. Especially if I used to do a lot of like art and stuff when I watched more TV because I would just put TV on and like do different things. But now I'm like, I need to be looking at my books.
Yeah.
So unless I'm listening to a really good audiobook, sometimes I'll do some stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I like art, but it takes a lot of time.
It does. We're also drinking a yellow drink. A
For
lemon.
the ugly skirt.
Yes. Lemon raspberry.
San Pellegrino.
So fancy.
I know. Ooh, I love that sound. I love Pellegrino, and I've never had this one.
I like it.
I do too. It's one of their ones that has real fruit juice in it. Oh, it also has sugar in it. Like not fruit sugar, regular sugar.
That's why it's good.
I know.
I feel like this would be really good with like vodka or something as a little drink.
And really cold.
Really cold, yeah.
Yeah. Anything carbonated, I'm like, it needs to be
Icy.
ice. Yeah. But I'll still drink it. It's good. Okay. Well, we're covering Reckless. Ruthless. Wait.
I'm
Reckless.
joking. I'm joking. You believe me.
I did. I was like, oh no, I got it wrong. So if you haven't read it, go read it and come back. Yeah. You could probably read it in a couple days, honestly.
Yeah. It's a
quick
fast
book. Yeah. So what did you rate this book?
I want to give a little stipulation warning. This is like my entertainment. It entertained me.
Oh.
Do I think it's like a life-changing series? No.
Right.
Is it a life-changing book? No. Mm-hmm. But I gave this one a 4.25.
Love it.
I really liked it.
Yeah, I really liked it too. I feel like my rating scale is always a mixture of how much I love it, but also like how much it moved me, the depth of it, all those different things. So I did give it a 3.75, which I gave Powerless a 4. And I liked it a lot. I really liked the progression of Kai and Pae's relationship.
Me too.
But I get that one of the things I didn't love about it was the redundancy of like, run away, get caught, get stabbed, run away, get caught, get stabbed, run away.
Literally, I was like, okay, Peyton, how many times are you going to trust him for him to betray you? Like,
and vice versa.
Yes, I feel like Kai betrayed her on a deeper level than
he did. Well, yeah, the whole shackling.
The shackling thing, really, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. It was I'm like, okay, you can like take out like half of these escape plans.
But it also helped their relationship.
Yeah.
But I was also thinking like, how many times are they going to get like pull knives on each other and get captured by somebody? It was a lot. And there was one scene in particular that was so unrealistic. It brought it down I think that really brought it down from 4 stars to 3.75.
Yeah, I really liked Kai and Peyton's relationship. I think that's why I gave it so high.
Oh, I love their relationship.
Everything else, I was just like, whatever.
Yeah.
But the romance, the forced proximity, they're really enemies. It's
True enemies.
Yes, and I love that.
And I feel like this book, I feel like that was its purpose, and that's why it's called, like we said, Reckless, because of their reckless love for each other. And my hope is that the last book will bring more of the politics and all of that into play while still giving us, like, they better end up together.
If they don't end up together, I'm giving this series a 0.
I will be shook. But I don't know. I have a really hard time with the love triangle.
Especially brothers.
That's why. I don't mind a love triangle.
Yeah, I don't mind a love
I'm like,
triangle.
how are they going to recover from this? Some kid's going to die.
Don't say that.
He has to. Somebody has to die. And he's the only one that can, because Kai and Pae have to end up together.
And then Kai. Would Kai then be the king?
Yeah.
But Kit can't die.
I don't want him to die either, but this doesn't...
He needs to go run off with Mac.
Where is Mac?
Where's Mac?
Oh my gosh.
That was something else I didn't like. Why was Mac being introduced in Powerful, and then...
He must come in at the last
If
book.
he doesn't, again, that score is going down.
I'm like, what was the point? What was the point? However, also taking into consideration that this is Lauren Roberts' debut series.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's go into our general thoughts.
Okay. Tell me more.
The first thing, because I always love to like scan the beginnings. The family tree.
Yes.
It was a little hard for me to read.
Same.
It was really
printed
hard to follow.
And the script, it was like physically hard to read. And there's little...
What is that?
There's also little like decals like right there.
Yeah.
That you almost miss. But also, what was the purpose of this?
Exactly.
Unless I still believe that Peyton... We talked about this in our Powerless episode. Peyton must be from some sort of lineage. And as we see from that, there is a Tando royal monarchy, and there's a, what's the other city called? Dorne? Dor or Dorne? Dor. There's a Dor.
I'm scared now after freaking. It's Dor.
Okay, you did it right. Reckless, ruthless. There's a Dor monarchy as well. So she must have hailed from somewhere, and we find out that she was an orphan, and that her father and mother were not her birth parents.
Why would they leave? You know, like, what would be the purpose of putting her into a place where they don't accept? It's so confusing.
I know, it
still.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Unless her mother, her birth mother, was like a like a concubine, is that the right word?
Yeah.
Or, you know, had an affair with a royal monarch and was like scared for their life or something and left, and then was like, she's going to be safer here. I don't know.
Yeah. So many questions.
Yeah.
A lot of questions. Did you notice in the beginning, Pae kept calling Kai enforcer?
Yes.
She would never say his name.
She was trying to get rid of any emotional attachment to him. Yeah.
I love that little, you can tell how angry she is. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was cute trying to see them both convince each other that they hated each other.
It didn't work that
Or
well.
convince themselves. Did you realize that the king was her first kill? I didn't realize that until the beginning of this book.
Don't think I realized that either.
Yeah. It makes sense, but I just didn't really think about it.
Damn.
I know. So she was trained to be a killer, but had never killed. She was really trained to protect herself.
Yeah.
And
she was protecting herself.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
I know.
That's impressive. Iconic Pae.
Yeah. First kill as the king of the land.
Crazy.
I know. And so I think that's why she was so emotionally affected by the fact that she kept having to keep killing. Like, it wasn't, yeah. But
it was like she couldn't even process her first kill, because then she literally just had to go on like a little killing spree.
I know.
To save herself.
Yeah.
Speaking of the king, did you notice when it was Kit's perspective,
okay,
and he mentioned that the king like told him that he should like get to know.
I noted that too. Why do you think he would do that?
There are so many questions I have.
Same.
I don't feel like I don't think the king had good intentions with having Kit get closer to Pae.
I wonder if he wanted Kit to find out who she was and then basically make sure that his sons were the reason she died or something like that, to really hurt her.
And to see if she's still connected to the rebellion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So many questions.
Weird.
It was super weird.
Interesting little tidbit.
Kit, okay, also, Kai tried to talk to Kit about Pae.
Mm-hmm. And we kept calling her.
And Kit would be like, no. He was like, no, it's fine. I'm like, why are you doing that?
They never talk.
Kai tried.
In the end
he
of this
tried.
book. I know we're jumping around. I'll wait, and we don't need to talk about the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's wait for the end.
Okay. Their first kiss. So, let me set the scene. Peyton hasn't showered in probably 2 weeks. I don't even know if they have toothbrushes. She's been fighting in the rings, getting beaten up after traversing the desert. Maybe it's not 2 weeks. Maybe it would be like, they're getting to know me. And then she's like, it's been a day. And I'm like, what's happening? Okay, so anyway, they're on the roof, and Kai has finally found her, wants to take her, and then he initiates the kiss. I think he does.
Yes.
And it's like an angry, passionate kiss.
He says, ruin me.
Yeah. No, him with the lines, I told you.
Him with the Laura Roberts knows what she's doing with her men, okay?
Yes, she does. Let me tell you. I love them. I wrote down quite a few, but I won't read them to the audience like I did last time. Yeah. What did you think about that? Their kiss.
I really liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I think, was worth the wait.
Me too.
I I just hate that they always have to be on the run together and always enemies.
I know.
That's like, it like puts a bitter taste in my mouth.
It would be, I already said, like, run, on the run, captured by somebody, little kiss, somebody betrays, on the run, captured, little kiss, betray, run, capture, kiss, betray.
That's literally the book.
Yes.
You don't have to read it.
We just told you.
That's what it is.
But if you want some fabulous lines from Kit, read the book. Not Kit. Dang it.
Kit's in your brain.
Oh my gosh.
You love him.
Kai. I like the name Kit.
It's cute.
Like Kit Harington.
I think it's really
Jon
cute
Snow.
that they call him Kitty.
They call him Kitty?
They do.
I didn't know that's that.
I think Jax, that's their brother's name,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Does.
Also, nobody else was in the book.
No one else was in the book. I made that comment. I was like, all the characters we learned about.
Gone.
Matter.
Don't matter. But I
Did
really
not
do
matter.
think, like, this set the stage. Powerless set the stage. Reckless is their
In between.
in between in their romance, which gets us riled up because of the end of this book for the last finale book.
Yeah. It's like a puzzle piece.
It's a bridge.
The bridge.
A bridge connecting.
Yeah. Wait, I noticed an editing error
Ooh.
on page 94. It says, if feels instead of it feels.
I wonder, did you get yours at Target too?
Yeah.
I wonder if we have the same.
I noticed some editing errors on the last book too.
I did too.
Okay.
Yeah.
You noticed editing errors.
I did.
Yeah.
And I also, what was it? It was Iron Flame. So many in my copy too. But there were a lot in my Power.
Do you find that
copy.
distracting? Mm-hmm. Me too. I don't like it.
Me neither.
Do
And I
better
feel like
than-
finding one, it's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, but
Crescent City was bad.
yeah.
I'm
like, if I can catch these and I'm getting paid nothing,
Someone pay me.
I know, I'll be an editor.
I would be really good.
I think I would too. I think we
Yeah.
both would with our
I'm-
like meticulousness about certain things.
Yeah.
Your eyes got so big.
Well,
You're like,
because sometimes I'm like, I used to edit my mom's papers when she was getting her bachelor's.
so cute.
Yeah, but she's my mom, and I was 19, 20. So I probably wasn't like the nicest to her.
Oh my
and like
gosh.
she would be like, I went to school like a million years ago. She's like, I went to a small school. Like, why are you? I'm like, but then
Like I'm getting back at you
No,
for how many times you made me clean up my broom.
though no, my mom's an angel. Yeah.
She is an angel. She is.
Anyway.
Okay. Yeah, that was a tangent. What were you gonna say?
Kai
Yes.
was only 14 when he murdered his first kill, and
Which
it
was
was
Peyton's dad.
Peyton's dad.
So both of their first kills were each other's fathers.
That's so cute, kind of in a morbid way. In a morbid way.
How'd you guys meet? Well, we killed each other's dads. It's our meet cute story.
We both watched as we killed each other's dad.
And our love survived. With that, I really liked throughout the story, this is something that was not redundant and I liked a lot, was how much we got to see of Kai's inner struggles with processing his dad being dead, but him not really caring that his dad's dead, but then still feeling like he needs to avenge his dad's death. With him, like realizing he's an ordinary surrounded when elites aren't around and like processing that. And then also just his internal like monster juxtaposed with the sweetness that he had with his little sister. Like just all of that internal stuff, learning about him more. I really liked that.
Me too. And I think that's one of the reasons why I really like this book is the character development. I feel like
We get it from Pae too.
yeah, and you can see more of where their past is now kind of catching up to them, and they have to face it and make those decisions.
There was a moment when in chapter 15, Peyton comments internally that she and Kai are actually a lot alike. It was on page 109. She said, they're both numb, both burdened, both covered in the blood of each other's fathers. I was like, yeah, you guys are actually very similar. And then at the beginning of the book, Kai had that dream where essentially Peyton is calling him out for being like, well, you have blood on your hands. Why is it so bad that I now have some on mine? Are you the only one who can be a killer? I just thought that was, I don't know. They're very similar.
They are very similar. And you look at the roles that they're kind of placed in, right? Like, Kai doesn't feel like he really has any autonomy because of his role. And Pae was just thrust into the games, like thrust into the resistance. She was just living her life in the slums with her BFF in their trash. Like, she was fine.
Even in the slums, like being trained by her dad and all of that, she never had a choice in that matter because she had to survive. And I feel like both of them, in reality, had to become who they are for survival purposes, even though from the outside perspective, people might not think that about Kai. What was he supposed to do? His dad is his dad. He's a child. And his dad was also the king. Like, what was he supposed to do? He probably started training when he was like, what did he say? As soon as he could walk, basically? It's like a 4-year-old? I don't know. That's a little extreme.
Like 4? Wait, I was thinking walk. That's like 1.
I know. Wait. No, not walk. Probably like, let's just say 8. Let's just say he started training at 8. If he's killing by 14 and he had to get over all these fears, they do start to train their powers, I think, as soon as they can walk. But like he did not have a choice.
No.
And neither did she.
Yeah. And they fell in love and now they're in that
situation. They don't really have a choice in that either.
I wrote down a little quote, a little like flirty moment.
Ooh, tell me.
This is on page 143, and this is where they're on their horse together.
I love it.
This was before Peyton learned how to like steer the
horse.
Oh,
So love that little mini micro trope.
Oh yeah,
sharing a horse.
Me too. And she was like, "Well, let me do it." And he's like, "No, you're gonna steer us back to door." And she says, "You think so little of me, Highness?" And he says, "No, I think so often of you."
He dropped little nuggets like that the whole time. And I'm like, Peyton, how are you not seeing that this man is in love with you?
Well, she does. That's why she trusts him. And then he shackles her.
It worked out for the best, okay?
She was forced to fall in love with him.
She was. Yeah. It was so good. Okay. When Kai initially captures Peyton and he still has all his men with him. And then they're like sleeping in the desert and all of a sudden they're rescued by Lenny and like 2 other people from the resistance. What did you think about? And then they meet the mixes. What did you think about all of that?
When the resistance first came, I feel like this book is very predictable, but I'm like,
I did not predict the ending.
I did not predict the ending either.
Yeah.
But I was like, she's going to get saved by the resistance right now. And she did. But I was like, who are these characters? I completely like.
Really?
Yeah, I was like.
I only remembered Lenny.
Me too. And then all the other people, I was like, who is this? Who?
Well, and then we go to the mixes and I'm like, this is great. It's a whole, like, I'm so excited. And then all of a sudden, they're captured by the guy that she was like fighting for. But we don't know any. That's it. We never hear from Lenny or the mixes ever again.
Yeah.
Are they dead? Are they alive? Did they sell them out? Like, what happened?
And I couldn't tell if the person who trapped them, her boxing guy, did he like do something to mixes or he just like...
We have no idea.
That was a little confusing.
Yeah. I know these questions will be answered. Like, those people are going to come back in the last book. And if they don't, that would suck. So there's no way. Like, I feel like Mac could potentially never be seen again, which would still be annoying.
Yeah.
But the resistance and the mixes and like that's gonna come back. It has to.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It definitely has to.
All right. The scene that was extremely unrealistic to me. Can you guess which one it was?
Was it the swimming scene?
Yes.
I
just screamed.
Thought the same
I was
thing.
like, are you kidding me? This is a joke.
Peyton has never learned to swim.
Never.
And suddenly she can hold her breath underwater, which if you like know people who like have never swam before, that can be really hard.
Yes. And then she can swim to the bottom of a canal thingy and then carry a large man all the way to the top.
I don't know why.
I don't even think I could do that. And I've been swimming since I was like 4.
I'm not a very like strong swimmer.
Me neither.
So I couldn't imagine doing this.
I can barely hold my breath. I hate it.
Oh, you know what's weird? I also suck at holding my breath. I'm way better with like goggles on because I feel like more in control because I could see.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But I'm like, Peyton.
She didn't have goggles, and it's sewage.
It's
water.
It's
but,
water.
Yeah.
But you're in a sewer.
It's dark.
It's dark. He has a chain on him. He had the chain on him.
Did she not?
No, she said that
he was holding it.
He like had it over him somehow.
Oh.
And so she picked up this grown man with a chain on.
She never swam before. She's
never swam
literally
before.
panicking before this because she doesn't know how to swim. So he saves her. And then she's like, F it, I guess I'm just going to have to learn to swim right now. Which I'm glad that she saved him.
It was really unrealistic.
So that brought it down for me. That scene.
I feel like talking about it is bringing me down.
I was pissed. It's like, this
I'm going to read you another cute.
Tell me something cute.
Okay. Peyton. This is Peyton. Oh, first of all, something I love that Peyton did was when Kai was her little prisoner when they were together, how she put her cold feet on him.
Yes. Loved that.
Love it.
Love that.
I do that all the time.
I'm always cold.
My husband's always really hot, so he loves it.
Mine.
I
don't know what
great.
it is. Yeah, I love having the opposite.
Yeah. A little thing that Pae thought to herself. She said, at my weakest, I wish for him. At my strongest, I wish I could say it wasn't the same.
Oh, I
like,
love that.
You're in love.
They both just had these little
one-liners.
I loved it. Let's talk about Kit. And actually, no, let's save that till the end.
Okay.
I have something else I liked.
Okay. What did you like?
When they were, I think they had just found the water. Yeah, they had found the lakes, which I liked that lake scene too. But suddenly she can't swim again. She's holding on to him for dear life.
Maybe instead of like her not being able to swim, maybe she's just like not a confident swimmer. Like I feel like that, like she didn't have a lot of experience swimming.
Yes.
Like
that would have made more sense where she's like
Yeah.
panicking because she's like, I'm not a really good swimmer, or like or even just saying like, I don't like to swim.
yeah, or like it really scares me to like be
Yeah.
underwater.
Yeah.
Like
And then she musters the courage and gets that like burst of energy, adrenaline, whatever. Anyway, that's not what I was going to comment on. It's after that scene when Kai gets shot in the shoulder. I loved that it was the female this time that got to go touch him and you die. Versus we always see the man being like, touch her and you die. And I was like, yes, Peyton. Yes, I loved it.
Kai's always getting hurt
They both are. Just like have different stab wounds and slashes.
all the time.
Yeah.
And then they kiss.
Betray. Oh my goodness.
When they were in the poppy field, Pae told Kai to hate her.
Yeah.
Right? And he was mad at her.
That was my quote. I have my quote of the
Oh.
book right
Read
here.
it, read it.
Okay, so my quote of the book was when they were expressing their feelings. Because that kind of like spurred on them being like, well, I love you, basically. It was on page 354. I said QOB last week, which is not the acronym. QOTB. How does that spell QOB? I don't know. Silly. Okay. He says, tell me you hate me, and I'll still count every heartbeat, every freckle, every shiver of your body. If only you say it with a smile. I may be a monster, but if you cut me, I'll bleed. And if you break my heart, Pae, you'll break me. So even if a sliver of your soul longs for mine, I'll spend the rest of my life trying to deserve it. Okay.
I love you again.
I love you. That's so good. That was so good.
The whole book I was wondering, because like Kai would say these things like how much he loves her, right? How he's always thinking about her. But then I was like, well, Kai, aren't you like the like main torture person? Like, aren't you gonna have to bring her back and like
He was in so much
torture
denial.
her and kill her? Yeah.
So much denial. And I think he was holding out hope that he could like change Kit's mind or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Going back a little bit before the poppy field, because a lot really culminated at the end, which I liked. Do you think it was weird that Pae waited so long to read her dad's journal? Because at the beginning of the book, she's leaving her family home She grabs the journal and runs, and then we never hear about it. And I'm like, I thought this was going to be like the next chapter. She's reading this journal, keeping her company in the desert. And it's not until almost the end that she like is going through her pack and just suddenly remembers it's there.
I would read it in the desert, like by myself. I would want to read it by myself.
Yeah, same.
Because what if there's something in there
Yeah.
that people shouldn't know?
Yeah.
But
I mean, it worked out because it kind of convinced Kai. I think he was already having doubts, but it really convinced him that, like, okay, the world he knows is not as it seems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to get to the end?
I have one
more
question / thought.
Yes.
The haircut scene in chapter 41 when Peyton starts panicking about blood.
Yeah.
I loved that moment. I was so sad for her, but I loved that she like fully verbalized what she was feeling and how she just felt like blood was just so triggering for her. And then she wanted to cut her hair because it just held so many memories. And like she just kept saying, it's heavy, it's heavy, it's heavy. I just like that. And I like that imagery for it.
I mean, who doesn't get a good haircut, you know?
You love chopping off your hair.
I do. But it's like this. I love transformation scenes like that, where it's like a chop of a hair or like a change in the clothes of somehow. Same. It's just so symbolic and strong. Yeah,
I agree. And it felt like she was turning over a new leaf and really trying to leave behind, not like forget her dad or forget Adina or forget the people that she's killed, because that's always going to shape her, but really leave behind how much had been weighing her down. Mm-hmm. Mentally, emotionally, all of that.
The kills.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Her killing spree. It wasn't a killing spree.
She killed like 3 people, though.
Yeah.
Within not very long. To go from 0, killing anybody. We talk like it's no big deal. Are you kidding me?
In a fantasy book.
In a fantasy book, it's like eating a
compared
tortilla chip.
Yeah. Compared to like Aelin, Feyre, Rhys. Oh. Azriel.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Kai.
I know. Any of them.
She's an angel.
I know. She really is. Okay, the end.
What do you think of Kit proposing to Pae?
First of all,
yes.
When Kit is in his office and Callum comes in.
Okay, yes, Callum.
I was like, who the heck is Callum? He's the main resistance guy.
He's the main resistance guy, and he was with them at the bowl. He was with the resistance.
Yes.
Why was he there? Kit still.
I think that he was captured, but I think Kit was already like, I think him finding out that Peyton was an ordinary, I think everything that he was processing, even though it came off to us as like, I hate her, everything I knew was like, we were like, oh my gosh, Kit's going to be a monster now. I actually think it woke him up. That's what I think. But he was still just like the shell of a person, because he's like, everything I knew was a lie. He had a comment. I think I wrote it down at one point. Maybe I didn't. There was, in chapter 12, it's a Kit chapter. He says, no, that's what you said about, maybe I didn't write it down. Anyway, there was a moment in the book where Kit talks about how he's actually not even grieving his father. He's just grieving who he used to be. He's like, how could I grieve somebody like that? Like, he was a monster. So I feel like he actually was processing everything, and maybe he had talked to Callum or whatever. No idea how they got to the whole proposing to Pae situation. I
have no idea why Callum is there.
Yeah.
Because all the resistance members were either
he was probably captured.
But why is he with the king now, though?
I think Kit talked to him and was like, okay, I see this. Like, maybe he's a new advisor or something.
It's just as strange.
Yeah, and I just feel the fact that Kit would... he knows that Kai loves Peyton, and that he would just propose is so sus to me.
I also think it's sus when... I always feel weird saying sus.
That's not even cool anymore.
I know.
So, whatever.
Sorry. Who am I saying sorry to?
We're millennials. Get over it.
I feel like it was suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Because the king mentioned that a friend told him that Peyton's father was the leader of the resistance, and Callum is a mind reader. If he just went down to the slums, or we know that Peyton's father went to the castle.
Callum, a turncoat.
Yeah.
I like that theory. Which would mean Kit's evil.
Or he's playing Kit.
That's true. He could be. There was one point... So I didn't predict anything in this book other than the fact that, like, eventually Kai and Pae would confess their feelings to each other, which everyone knew. But there was a moment when I didn't predict a proposal, but at one of the last chapters Kit had, he said she should be here by now, and he alluded that he'd been writing her letters, which made me think that maybe he wanted Peyton to help with change. Like, why would he be writing her letters?
My prediction was that he wanted Peyton to be like his advisor.
Yeah,
something.
kind of. That's what I was thinking. And I just noted that is the same chapter when he says he doesn't mourn his father. So I'm like, okay, so maybe he is like good. But why wouldn't he tell Kai why he wants her back?
It's so strange because they're supposed to be like really close, and then they don't talk about the person they love. Does Kit actually love Peyton, or is this more of just like a political
And
game?
is he grieving so much because he's like, I have to just make these political moves to save my kingdom, and like my family doesn't matter anymore?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But the sibling love triangles, I have such a hard time with them.
Yeah, me too.
Because I'm like, friends, okay, you don't have to stay friends. Like, one can move away. You don't have to see them every day for your rest of your life. Siblings that live in the same freaking castle?
Like, and siblings is just a whole other, like, level of love and
No, it feels so yucky to me.
It feels yucky to me, too. I want to tell Kit, I want to be like, it would still be good if Peyton married Kai. That would still be symbolic.
A good political alliance.
Yeah.
Make her your advisor. I don't know.
I just don't really know what the next book is going to be.
Me neither.
Do you think we're going to start off like right from where we took, like, where it left off?
I think so, because that's what she did with these other books.
I don't know what Peyton's going to say.
Do you think Peyton in the next book will struggle with feeling things for both Kit and Kai?
No, I think she loves Kai. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, we know she loves Kit in a way.
It's just a different love.
But she's not in love with him.
Yeah.
I could also see Callum maybe weaseling his way in there and trying to convince her that, like, it's a good thing to do.
Yeah, I could see her being like, I have to do this for the sake of all the other ordinaries out there.
Kai can be her concubine.
Perfect. That's so weird. But probably happens a lot. Being married to one brother and then having another on the side. I feel like in like royal, even in like way history, probably happened all the time.
Do you have any more predictions?
No, I don't. I really don't. I do think, though, any time throughout the books where we've thought, like, why did that person matter? Or, like, what was this thing about? I think it will culminate in the next book.
I really hope it's tied up because obviously I really love Kai and Peyton.
Yeah.
So I want it to be good.
I feel like it has to be a long book. This is short.
It was
for
short.
A fantasy book.
Yeah, the whole series is kind of short. Like the books are shorter, on the shorter side. I just don't really know what the conflict's going to be. I mean, I know like between
the love triangle.
Yeah, but I'm like, is that it?
I don't know.
There's going to be resistance stuff. The mixes.
There has to be a villain.
Callum. That's my guess. That's
I
my
like
prediction.
it. I'm on board. Callum's the bad guy.
Callum's the bad guy because Kit can't. I'm not going to let him.
I know. I love him.
Yeah. Did you cry?
I did.
Are we moving to the crying corner?
The crying corner. First cry. I made it to page 199 before I shed a tear, so that's a pretty big deal.
That's a long way.
And it was just an eye water, technically, but like a single drop. Peyton saying how much she wants to die. page 199 through 200. I didn't write down any quotes. I can read it.
When was this? When did she think that?
I can't remember now, but it was emotional for me. Apparently, 199. Oh, she's talking to Kai and is like saying that, you know, Lenny calls her a cockroach because she always lives or whatever. And she says, I've planned my ideal death. I was born to die. And when you spend your whole life running from the inevitable, you think a lot about the end. I guess you could say I have a preference. And then later she says, I want an end like those I love most, stabbed through the chest with a smile on my face. Then she says, that's what I want. I want to feel what they felt. I want to feel like I'm with them one last time while I'm still alive. Emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then my second cry was when Peyton was reading through her dad's journal and realizes that she doesn't know who her biological parents are. And then when Kai comforts her during that, because she's like, I don't matter to the world. Like, I don't have any parents. And he's like, your dad was your dad.
Yeah.
And he comforts her and just reminds her, he's like, look at how much your dad loves you. Look what he's done for you. He talks about how amazing she is even in the journal entries. And that got me emotional too.
And how much he really, really did love her.
Mm-hmm. And just because you're not born of somebody doesn't mean that they can't be a parent to you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're an orphan, that doesn't mean that you weren't loved by your parents.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think Peyton will meet her biological parents in the series?
I don't. Unless they are major plot twist. She's like the cousin to Kit and Guy. And then nothing. She can't be with any of them.
She's their sister.
She's their dead sister. We didn't even talk about her. What was her name?
A. Is she?
Oh,
in
I
the
did
family
talk
tree?
about her. Yeah.
Ava.
Cute name.
That is a cute name. She was like a mixie. Her power wasn't very strong.
Yeah, she was
Weak.
Interesting. She was weak. So I wonder if she was, but she was actually sick.
Yeah.
Like she died of being sick.
So many questions.
Mm-hmm.
This book leaves so many questions.
I agree.
If the next book isn't good, I'm going to be really sad.
I think it'll be good.
I think so too.
It'll be good. She's done with it. Or she's done with like her drafts or something. I saw her post something.
Does she need an editor? Call me, Lauren.
It's fatepod@gmail.com. Okay. You have a little in our Powerless era.
Yeah, I haven't done this
for
in a
it.
while.
I know.
The whole time, it was playing in my head. I'm gonna get you back.
Oh, with them, of
with
course.
them, their whole love story. I'm gonna get you back.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna be your wife or if I'm gonna, what did she say?
End your life? No.
Well, really.
Yeah.
Really Peyton didn't feel that way.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
That's them. That's their love story.
That is
and
them.
I love it.
She should walk down the aisle to that song.
I'm gonna be your wife or gonna get I don't know all the words. Well, I have to hear it.
Well, and these newer songs, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know. Like I've heard them, but
Guilty as Sin. I know this one.
they both are.
They're both thinking of each other, guilty
Yeah.
of their love. Delicate, of course.
Yes, that's a good one.
Okay. This one's a little throwback, and I'm pretty sure she wrote it for Hunger Games. Eyes Open.
I know this one. Yeah. I think so. I think it's for Hunger Games.
But I thought it was perfect, right? Like everyone's watching us and they can't know that like we're in this and we're her and like this is going on. I thought it was
I like that.
perfect.
Now I want to listen to all of these while I'm reading. You should make us playlists.
I should.
You should make some Taylor Swift playlists for reading different series.
That sounds fun.
You could do that. You'd be good at that.
They'd like all be Taylor Swift or Chappell Roan.
No, I'm saying just Taylor Swift. I mean, Chappell Roan's great too. You
Yeah.
can throw her in there. But my mind was like, you could make Taylor Swift
I
ones.
could.
There's enough songs.
And she has enough romance songs for like anything.
And revengey songs and just like, yeah.
The last song I thought of was Renegade, which It's a Taylor Swift song, but it's also
You
not.
mentioned this one to me. Who sings it with her?
Big Red Machine.
Yes, that's right. You
Which
had it.
doesn't
for
sound like a
another one.
band to me.
No, I've never heard of them.
I looked them up one time because I was like, who are these people? I don't know if one of them or if both of them are both singers of other, like, in other groups.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
Okay.
Or like one of them might be like a producer or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I thought that was good.
It is fun. You have some good ones.
Thanks.
They really work. This is just such a classic enemies to lovers. And there's a lot of music.
That could go with
Yeah.
a lot of Taylor Swift movies.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I love that.
Okay.
All right.
Next episode.
Wait, did you have a quote of the book?
No. Well, I read my little, like,
I know.
flirty ones.
Which one did you like more? The one from Kai or the one from
The
Peyton?
one from Kai.
I know. It was so good. I was like trying to find a good Peyton quote, which she had them, but I'm like, Kai is a poet. Pae is a normal girl expressing her love. Kai is a poet.
Yes. And
Peyton is me. Kai is Taylor Swift.
Yeah. And, like, I like Pae, right? But, like, yeah, I self-insert. So, of course, I'm going to like the man, right? Like, the male.
I literally do the same
that.
thing. I'm like, well, I'm Peyton. So it's like, I like what the man's saying to me.
I'm Peyton unless she does something dumb. Unless she kills someone. Then I'm like, no, that's not me.
It's not me anymore. No. I'm only Peyton when she's smart.
And strong.
Yeah.
Taking down the men.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
I'm not Peyton when Kai betrays her for the millionth time.
I'm not Peyton carrying a man underwater to the surface, swimming.
Who, first time swimming. I wish I could do that.
Oh my gosh. I don't think I could do that now. No. It haunts me. I think about it way too much.
I think about it too. I have a fear of drowning, so.
I just really, yeah. Yeah.
My fear of drowning actually made the, like, sewer scene a little bit stressful for me.
Oh my goodness.
I don't like the, like, I can't breathe.
I hate it as well. I watched a movie once. I don't remember what movie. It was not Titanic, but it was another, I'm on a boat and all of a sudden we're drowning situation. And there was a group of people moving through the water and all of a sudden a certain area was filled and they had to swim and a woman got caught by her necklace and just had to be left behind. And I think about it all the time. And because I feel like you're just like, why wouldn't somebody just take the necklace off? But you rip it in a panic.
Yeah,
I mean, can I really rip? Maybe. Yeah.
If
I'm ever about to be in that situation, get naked, take off all your jewelry, nothing weighing me down.
No shame. Shame isn't weighing me down either.
No, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I don't like that. I watched Titanic a lot, probably at a way too young age.
I watched it once, and then I was like, why do people like this? This is the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
I didn't choose to watch it, okay?
I didn't either.
On. At, like, my grandma's house. And, like, my grandma used to watch us when we were
It's like
younger.
a movie that they casually would enjoy?
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of people, though.
I think so. Well, I mean, maybe it started my romance, you know? I love the
Jack and Rose.
Jack and Rose, and then he
Forbidden Love.
he kills himself for her. Probably like really impactful.
Twisted Love.
My love for Twisted Love, but I think it really scarred me. Because when they're like trapped.
Yes, I can't. I can't do it. I watched it once, and I was a teenager. I was in high school.
Oh.
And I
was like 5.
Wailed. I was sobbing, and I was like, literally, get me out. This is the worst. I like couldn't even. I mean, obviously, I cry a lot. I feel like I like really carry other people's emotions, and I was just sitting there like, this really happened, and I was like, get me out of my own skin. Like, I can't feel this sad. This is awful. I've never watched it again. I will never watch it again.
Do you like sad movies?
Sometimes, but for whatever reason, that just really triggered me.
What like, part of it?
The whole thing. The end of it, when everybody dies. I'm like, why is this entertainment? Why are we watching this?
It's like a classic.
I know, it's awful.
Yeah.
It's also like people love Passion of the Christ.
I've never watched that.
Me
I don't
neither.
think I could.
No.
Why would I want to? I also don't watch boxing. Why would I want to watch people beat up each other?
When like
With
that
the
is the
blood
premise
and
of the movie, and like I'm good.
I don't want to watch people suffering. My other favorite childhood, now that I'm thinking of my childhood, my other favorite childhood movie was My Girl. Why do I like men dying for me?
That was so sad.
I would watch that movie just all the time.
And then I'm like, why?
I chose that for myself.
Why didn't he run away?
He was trying to. The bees were getting him.
There were that many bees?
They were swarming him. People die.
No, I know.
Bee swarms.
I know. And he was allergic. He was already allergic.
Ugh,
Oh
this
my
made
gosh.
me cry.
Can you imagine if Anthony watched that movie? Anthony Bridgerton?
He'd be
Triggered.
triggered.
So triggered.
That was such a dumb storyline to me. I'm sorry.
I know. Oh, wait, yes, you're talking about Bridgerton, not My Girl.
No, not My Girl. No.
He was a little kid.
I know. That's me being mean.
No, My Girl.
Oh.
I'm back to My Girl. Oh. He literally died as a child.
Yeah.
Why are we watching that? Like, I'm good.
Ask me.
I watched it
Ask
too.
my 5-year-old me.
I watched it too, but I also think I watched it once, but it just stuck in my brain. I don't know. I probably sound so dramatic to people.
No, it's a sad movie.
It's so sad. I watched so many sad dog movies too.
See, I don't like that.
I like the ones where it's like, did you ever watch My Dog Skip?
No, I've never heard of that movie before.
Are you serious?
My Dog Skip? Is it like an animated movie or like a real life movie?
It has what's his face in it. It's a real life movie. How have you not? You have to watch it.
I've heard of Air Bud.
Oh really? How about Air Buddies?
Cute.
It has Frankie Muniz in it as a little.
Aww.
Look at this.
I would hate that movie. I ever look so sad. He looks so cute.
So cute. This one I was
dog.
in love with him.
Was he your childhood crush?
Him and Josh Hutcherson. Yeah.
Oh, I loved him.
I know. Okay. I'm almost positive the dog just like dies of old age.
Oh.
So like I liked it. Like it was still sad.
Yeah, but it wasn't like he got ran over or like he got.
There's a scare. There's a scare in there. But like the dog.
I don't know if I can watch that.
Don't watch it. It's fine. It's just really good. But like Old Yeller, Where the Red Fern Grows.
What's that one with the hound? The Fox and the Hound.
The animated one?
You didn't cry?
I don't know if I've ever seen it. Does the hound die?
I'm not telling you. You have to watch it.
Then you have to watch My Dog Skip. Movie night.
We're just bawling. We make Malachi watch it.
Oh my gosh, he would.
Don't make him watch it.
We've been having breakfast picnics in the front yard so we can meet all the neighborhood dogs. And he'll literally stand up and he'll go, I want to pet your dog. I'm like, buddy, okay. What's his name? He'll yell, what's his name?
Aww.
What's the dog's name? As the person's like walking away.
Just being harassed by a 3-year-old.
2.
He's only 2?
He's only 2.
He is only 2.
He's so big and he has like so many words. It's crazy.
Okay.
He's a genius. It's fine. He's Einstein. Okay, well, anyway, next episode.
We will be doing a Empyrean series.
Yes, a little fun.
With Dana. Mm-hmm. And we're going to do a little fan casting. And Dana loves Worthwing. I think more than we do.
I think so, too.
I think that's like...
I think she loved both books a lot.
Me too. So I think it's going to be really fun.
Yeah, we're just going to go over some theories and some other fun things, like a little general overview. And then after that, the next series we're going to read is the Poppy War series. It's a trilogy with a novella. And it's kind of a shift from what we usually read. Very different from this.
Very different. That's the thing. I had to like make that little stipulation in my rating because I think I like this. I like Powerless.
Yes.
But there's something about the same thing with like the Hunger Games series and like the Poppy Wars where there is a depth and a level of like writing where I don't think all authors can do that.
Yeah. Or they don't. That's just not what they do.
No, and that's totally fine.
Yeah. Poppy War is dense. And it's good. But it definitely took me a minute to be like, oh, okay, I'm shifting my brain here. Like, I think it's just taken me a little longer to get into it. But I like it a lot.
Yeah. We have our reading schedule posted for the rest of the year on our Instagram if you want to go check out some of those books.
Read with us.
Yeah, we would love that.
And then follow us on TikTok and Instagram at It's Fate Podcast. And be sure to rate, review, and subscribe on Apple and Spotify.
Thanks.
Bye.